I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.
Welcome back to an episode of That Sounds Like a Podcast. I'm Raven.
I'm Jenna.
And I'm Audrey.
Ladies and gentlemen.
First of all, happy Christmas Eve, everybody. This episode is coming out on the 23rd. I hope you guys are getting ready for Christmas Eve, all the things. I hope we're excited. This week, we're going to start with the part 2 of our male perspective episode. So if you didn't see part 1, go back and watch it. Today, we're going to do Raven's boyfriend's answers. Me and Jenna had answers on the first part. Now we're doing Raven's part. And then we're going to get into a more festive conversation after that. So let's get it.
Very excited.
We got really good answers. I'm really surprised about all the ones we got last week, and then now DJs are different too. I'm really loving the variety.
Yeah,
I feel like here I go again.
Go ahead. You can go ahead.
I was about to say, I feel like the variety of the questions and everything, I feel like we're doing a social experiment on men right now.
Yeah,
because
sure.
like even with the different types of answers is part of the whole idea of the male perspective. Mm-hmm. And it's just like interesting to see what different types of men are thinking.
Yeah, they're all the same, but they're all different in the same breath. Like
exactly.
These answers like remind me of the answers that you guys gave, but they're different in their own way because every man is different, but they're all kind of the same. So it's kind of cool.
I agree.
So the first question was, what's a fear most women wouldn't expect? He said, the fear of not being loved properly, fear of giving away his love and not receiving it.
Aww.
That kind of broke my heart a little bit.
I was about to say, that's really sweet.
Yeah. That is really sweet, but I can also see it by the way that he talks to Dakari, because he's like, you had a conversation with me in the car the other day on the way to Walmart, and he, I was like, Dakari gonna be a little player, and he was like, no, my baby, I'm gonna teach her not to do that. And then DJ was like, well, and yeah, you gonna treat them good until they treat you bad, then you gonna dog them out. I was like, oh, that boy went through heartbreak.
I'm about to say, he went through some things. Poor guy.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, I feel like his answers are gonna be different, like in our minds, of the way that we see men, because he's a father. Mm-hmm. So, like, that's tapping into a deeper thing that, like, the men that we asked haven't tapped into yet, which is really cool, too.
Yeah. So, I'm the pappy.
I'm the daddy. The second question was, what makes a man feel appreciated in a relationship? He said reciprocating energy. If I'm going all in for you, I want you to go all in for me. For a man, it does not take much.
My boyfriend says something like that all the time, like basically every single day.
Yeah. I even asked him, I was like, am I reciprocating your energy? He was like, you are. And I was like, okay, good. Had to make sure. Had to verify that.
I'm about to text my man and ask him if I'm reciprocating his energy.
Do I reciprocate energy?
It's going to be like, what are you talking about? Because I do not talk like that at all.
Where did this come from? Okay. It says, do men talk to their homeboy about their relationship issues? He says, I'm sure some do, but me personally, I do not. I don't feel like I should bring someone else into our relationship. But you've said that multiple times because one of his homeboys always runs to him about all his problems, and I get all the tea because me and him are besties, so like he'll tell me everything. But then I'm like, do you ever tell your homeboys that? And he's like, no. Like, he's always said that. Like, he's like, no.
Homeboys are in a different stage of life. And like we said, he's a father. Mm-hmm. And I feel like what his homeboys be going through just be messy in a way and not on the same timing as he is.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
He said the same thing.
I was thinking... Oh, you go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, like, he was saying the same thing. How, like, even if he wanted to, like, tell them stuff, they just wouldn't understand. Because our relationship is like, we've gone through stuff that married couples are just now like trying to go through.
Yeah.
So like, they just wouldn't, he felt like they wouldn't have like the appropriate advice if he needed it to get back to him. So he was like, he'd just rather not. He'll talk it out with me instead of going to his homeboys. Yeah. Like, that's cute, I guess.
I was thinking about this whenever I was watching last week's episode back, when we were talking about how when your man has friends that are really like annoying when it comes to coming to them for like telling them all their business in their relationship and stuff. And I was thinking like that probably means that people look up to him and like want to come to him with advice because they know what you and him have been through and like how long y'all have been together and stuff. And it's really like a compliment that people come to him like that because like, I've had girls come to me like that in the past, like, without, because I have had so many long-term relationships, and I realized, like, years later after the conversations that, like, people were looking to me for advice because of what I'd been through and stuff, so that's really a compliment, even though it is annoying.
Yeah, I love it. You got my nose running over here.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to blow my nose and then my makeup be gone off my nose.
Look like a Rudolph over here. Do you feel emotionally guarded at times because the traditional opinion that says men are allowed to be soft?
Not allowed.
Not allowed to be soft. I'm sorry. He went on a tantrum with this. Like, he was going on and on and on and on and on about this topic just because recently one of his manager at the job ended up himself, and he was just like, men's mental health is not talked about enough. Like, a lot of people put that on the back burner because they are men and they feel like they don't get enough recognition as women do. Like, if we say we're in a bad mental state, like, people are like running to them and like comforting them. And but for a man, if he was just to be like, I'm not in a good headspace, they're like, oh, toughen up, like, you're supposed to be a man. And he was like, that don't get talked about enough. So he was going on and on and on, but I had to get a short answer from him because we would have been here all day talking about that. He says yes and no. It's kind of an unspoken understanding for men when it comes to that, but just because of his past traumas, yes, he does feel like he can't be soft sometimes.
No.
Which is sad. I was talking about this with him on the way to go see the Christmas lights the other night. And again, it was just a long topic that he's very strong about. And I was just telling him, like, it's so sad to me hearing that. Like, I don't want any man, like, they can't be heard or talking about their mental health because they feel like they're not going to be looked at as a man. Like, everyone's human, everyone has feelings, and that's so sad to think that.
How do you think that's going to play into him as being a father of a son?
I feel like DJ never had a dad, so I feel like he's living that through Dakari, so I feel like it'll kind of help him know what to do.
Yeah, I think that's a great quality to have as a dad of a son.
Yeah.
I think that's going to allow Dakari to be able to get all his emotions, express them and stuff.
Yeah, we say that all the time. Like, even me, like, I want Dakari to be able to express his feelings and know that people will be out there trying to demolish your feelings or make you feel little of your feelings, but your feelings are valid and you're feeling that way for a reason. Something is triggering those feelings.
Even if you are a boy.
Yes.
Like, oh, he's just a boy, he'll be fine. Come on.
It's really sad to think about, though. Like, whenever you were talking about the guy that he worked with and stuff, I started thinking about how, like, mental health is pushed down all of our throats today.
But
just then, like,
medicine, not to actually help us, just to push pills down everybody's throats.
Yeah, like when you are somebody that has mental health issues, that's what you have to deal with. But even somebody just like scrolling through their phone is getting like anxiety and depression awareness stuff all over. Like, it's just everywhere in general. But like, I don't think I've ever seen anything that's male specific, like to support awareness about things for men specifically. And that really needs to be a thing. That's really sad.
Yeah, it kind of broke my heart a little bit. I was like, okay, let's not ruin our mornings.
Don't do it.
These questions. Yeah. Like, don't go down that little rabbit hole, please. Come up out of it.
Yeah.
That's for another day.
Yeah. I don't know why he wasn't close with the guy, but he knew him because obviously he worked with him. But when that happened, like, he was upset. You could tell when he was like coming home the past 2 days after that, he was just like out of it.
Yeah.
Like, it affected him because he just was just like, he should have never done that because he didn't have no one to run to because he was a man. He just felt like he couldn't talk to people. And I was like, that's so sad. Like, I don't wish that on anybody.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
But yeah. Anyway, the next question is, what's a boundary you wish women respected more? And he said being flexible and open-minded when it comes to that specific topic. A lot of women feel as if men, we have to respect their boundaries, but when we set certain boundaries, they automatically want to dip out. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
I guess what he was saying was like, he feels like us women want to have these boundaries set in place, and then like the men has to respect it. But as a man, like if they were to be like, okay, well, I need you to like not cross this boundary of mine, or this one, and women feel like they can't do that, I guess, and they ended up dipping out. I don't know if that's because of his own experiences. I don't really.
I was about to say, I feel like that's more of a personality thing, like having a more of a I don't want to call him submissive because that's weird, but like a more quiet personality than somebody else that you're dealing with. Because I felt exactly that same way as a woman, like in my relationship, that I'm not allowed to make boundaries, but you are allowed to make boundaries, and I have to stick to them, or we're not going to be together. But if I make any boundaries, then I might as well, like, I'm wasting my breath. So that's definitely like a personality dynamic situation.
Yeah, because I was just like, okay, I didn't really understand it a little bit, but I think it's just his stuff that he's gone through.
Yeah, poor guy. Poor guy. That's why you were here. That's why you're here.
Okay, the last question is, what's the dumbest lie you've ever told a girl, and why did you think it would work? When he told me this, I kind of laughed, because, like...
He said it was to her.
He was like, it's about you, and I was like, oh, me.
Honest.
It's kind of sweet, though.
He said craziest lie is when me and him first started talking, he told me he couldn't love me the way I deserved to be loved. He said he lied because he didn't want me to get hurt, and he was scared to hurt me when I didn't deserve it.
Well, that's the sweetest thing I ever heard.
Exactly.
When I said it, I was like, that's not really a crazy lie. I mean, I feel like all men kind of do that. Sweet. Thank you. Love you.
Yeah, but when he told me that, I was like, oh, that's so sweet.
That is so sweet. I love that.
I was not expecting that. I was thinking something
when he said it's about you, you'd be like,
I literally was like, oh,
what's this bullshit?
All the things were spiraling in my head. I was like,
I love that.
Yeah, he's the best. He's definitely. I thought I took a screenshot.
Yeah. Y'all are so cute. My boyfriend's goofy as hell. I didn't get shit out of him.
DJ is goofy. I don't know.
He took this seriously though. Like he really like when it comes to stuff like this. I mean, we're having a topic, and yeah, I can tell he takes it seriously. Like, cause he is goofy, but this he took serious.
Yeah, he is really goofy.
We can talk about the candles and the Christmas candles and all the situation that's going on because I still don't know everything yet. So
yes, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. So when we make our candles, they are legitimately 100% homemade. Besides, of course, like the wax, but even then, it's 100% soy wax and 100% paraffin wax.
Yeah.
But anyways, the vessels we create with concrete and sealant and
the concrete pigment to make it the black color.
So we've ordered everything. We've been like doing really good as far as like making candles. We're like keeping up with it. We got our waxes. We got our molds. We got scents in, and like we're just on the roll. And then we're like, wait, we don't have any more concrete pigment to make these vessels.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll just order us some. I got us, whatever, cool. It was supposed to be here Saturday, the 15th. No, I'm sorry. Backtrack. It was supposed to be here yesterday. That was the original date. Saturday, when I had woke up, it said that it was delivered. And I didn't really think about it too much because people don't ever steal packages from my house. I've never had a package being stolen from my house or anything like that. So I was just like, I'll get it later, and then later turned into walking out there Sunday. So we went out there. It wasn't there. Wasn't in our mailbox.
We even checked the neighbor's mailbox. We awkwardly go over there and ask them if we could check their mailbox.
And he's looking at us like we're crazy. He's like, mail doesn't run on Sundays. And I was like, well.
This guy was here yesterday. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So we checked everywhere. Mom, asked my sister, nowhere. So I go on Amazon. It says to wait 48 hours from the date that it was delivered to check it again, because sometimes they check it out early. So I waited till yesterday. Okay. Yesterday rolls around. I walk out there. Wasn't there. Checked back with the neighbor. Still wasn't there. Asked my mom. Asked my sister. Still wasn't here. I even waited that night and checked again, and it still wasn't there. So I contact Amazon. This lady comes on. She pulls up my order, and she says, well, it's a third-party company, so there's nothing I can do on Amazon's end.
Bullshit.
She's like, but I will message them, and they'll reach back out to you within 24 to 48 hours. I said, okay, well, I kind of need this as soon as possible because it is for our business. And yeah, like something's got to go on. So she reassured me again that she couldn't do anything, which, like Jenna said, I think is kind of baloney. It's through Amazon. I feel like you could do something.
Yeah.
But then they texted me this morning, and they basically said, well, it was delivered. It shows that it was delivered at 11 something in the morning. They said it put it in your mailbox. This is your address. It says it's there. And I basically texted them back, and I was like, it's not here though. I was like, I checked Saturday. It's not in my mailbox. Not in my next door neighbor's mailbox. I said, it's not even on my back porch. I said, I don't have it. Well, it says it was delivered. So did you make sure that you checked on your front porch? Like, they were going back and forth with me about this, like as if I was lying. Yeah. And that's kind of when I
was about to say, this is my house. I know if it's here or not.
For real, like, I didn't know if they thought that we were kind of like scam them out of their product or whatever.
But normally Amazon's pretty good about whether they think you stole it or not, about refunding you or sending you another one. Mm-hmm. Normally they're pretty good about that. So the fact that she's going back and forth with you with a little attitude is...
Well, it's not the Amazon lady, it's the third-party company.
Oh.
The place that we're ordering it from through Amazon.
Oh.
So,
yeah.
This is the kind of when I snapped on him, and I basically was like, look, like, this is for my business. I need this as soon as possible. It's not here. I'm not sitting here lying to you as if I'm just trying to scam you out of this product. We actually use it. We actually need it. It was supposed to be here Saturday. It wasn't, so I waited till yesterday. It still wasn't here. Something's got to give. And then I was like, if anything, I need my money back so I can reorder it. And I was like, this is ridiculous that this couldn't be solved when I first reached out to Amazon. And he still questioned me a little bit. So that's when I was like, why would I go out my way to go back and forth with everyone if I'm really trying to scam you guys?
Over pigment.
Over concrete pigment.
Yeah.
Like, why would I sit here and try to go through Amazon, then go through you and have a conversation back and forth with you if I'm really trying to get this product off for you for free? I just said I would buy it again if you just give me my money back. But I don't need to wait another 2 weeks for it to us to have it. Like, we need it tomorrow.
Yeah, because we only have, like, less than 10 candles left. And only a couple. Really, the Christmas ones are gone. And we really need to get get
other ones.
Yeah.
I hate that there's not a way that you can't know for sure if it was stolen or not. Because, like, first of all, that sucks because it could happen again. And then for two, whoever stole that was probably disappointed as hell. Like, what are they going to do with the concrete pigment?
Because I'm like, I know people would just grab them just because of packages, period. But I know as soon as they open it and see that it was black pigment, or you would think they'd bring it back. Be like, oh, this bullshit.
I'm going to check my mailbox. They might have brought it back.
No, they probably just throw that shit on the ground where they opened it at, honestly. Like, this shit. But you'd think they'd be nice enough and bring it back.
Well, that's what they get for stealing, if that's the case.
You get coal for Christmas.
Facts.
Yeah. What's your favorite Christmas movie?
My favorite Christmas movie?
I have two. First one would probably be Elf. I love Elf. And then Home Alone. Well, I don't know, because I love Santa Claus.
I was about to say, I love Santa Claus. All the Santa Claus movies.
Yeah.
And then, I feel like there's other ones. I I mean, Polar Express is good, but like it's not a favorite. I get tired of that movie.
It's
What's good?
overhyped.
I was saying that Polar Express is a good one, but like that's not nobody. It's too long and it's overhyped. So
It's creepy.
but,
A little bit, yeah.
But I like
The
all
dude
the
on
Santa
top
Claus
of the train always gave me the heebie-jeebies.
Maybe I just never understood the movie. Like, I get that he's, like, supposed to fall in love with Christmas again, because, like, he didn't believe at one point. But I don't know. Like you said, it's a little creepy. I don't really understand it.
They're following the girl and she disappears.
Yeah, it's like who's alive and who's dead. The dude on top of the train is a ghost. I had to watch the movie like 20 times before I realized that man was a ghost.
Yeah, me too. Honestly.
Oh, I love A Christmas Carol.
Which version?
I do like. I watched the old real life version one the other day, but I like the cartoon with Jim Carrey version
That's
better.
so classy of you. That movie still kind of scares me. I mean, you always got the Minnie and Mickey Mouse version of A Christmas Carol. I think that's my favorite.
Yeah.
But my favorite Christmas movies are Christmas with the Cranks and National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yes, oh, I love that one too. But I've watched it so much I kind of get tired of it now.
Well,
Because
we're
my
watching
mama
it when you
used.
come to my house.
Oh yeah.
Yay!
It's
We
okay.
play a drinking game with it though. So it's like famous lines in the movie you drink and stuff like that.
That's lovely, Clark. I've recently just watched the Jonas Brothers Christmas movie. It's pretty funny how they're clowning on Joe for always finding connections. Like he feels like he's always got a connection.
No, the Jonas Brothers movie was so good. I'm gonna watch it like every year. It was like actually funny. Like not Disney Channel funny, but like real comedy movie funny to me.
Yeah, it was.
I haven't watched it yet. I probably should.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, you should.
Because you brought it up and then someone else brought it up. I think it was Renee brought it up to me. He's like, I haven't watched it yet. I probably should.
I felt like it was super short. Like it was like I was putting on my Christmas tree when I watched it, but I felt like it was over like that. Like I wanted to watch it again though. It was so good.
Yeah. And it's funny how they're well, I don't want to say too much because you haven't watched it, but just the clowning on Kevin the whole time.
It was basically like they were playing themselves. So I think that's why it was so good because they were just being real the whole time playing themselves.
Yeah. There's a scene where Nick really reminded me of you doing something, and it made me laugh so hard.
When he was like frustrated.
When he was frustrated, and then he comes up to his wife and his kids, or no, they're all FaceTime, and she was like, "Have you not been wearing your eye cream?" Like, and he's like, "I haven't right now, actually."
No, Jenna really bullied me a few years ago during Christmas because you know that famous scene in the Grinch where he's like, "That's it, I'm not going," and then he like stomps off. She said that was me, and then she like reminds me of it every time I'm getting ready to go somewhere.
That's me though. Like my
mom says it's me, but I think she was just trying to be funny because I'd get upset when I can't find something. But
no, the reason why she was making fun of me is because I think she was saying that I actually look like the Grinch, not because of what he was saying.
Oh,
every girl. Yeah.
It was because of what she was doing that year, the way she was walking.
With my stomach poked out. I know.
The little, the high step walk that he does.
Not only do you look and walk like him, Audrey.
Facts.
But I have a question. It's related to Christmas. I was thinking about this last night. I thought this is a good question to ask you guys. So, if money wasn't an issue, if, nothing was in the way, what would be your one and only ideal Christmas present? If money wasn't an issue, if getting it wasn't an issue, if there was no issue.
A house overseas.
A house overseas?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
My first thought.
Sorry. I just specifically either in Italy or Bali.
My first thought was to get engaged, which is kind of sad.
Oh,
That can happen.
Yeah.
it's not really, because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, it's either that, like a ring, because I'm tired of waiting, or it would be a house with some land. Where? I don't care. I'll let them choose. But I just want a house, a nice ass house with a bunch of land.
It just reminded me.
What?
I've always had an ideal like thing in my head that like the land in Greston that's mine. Eventually, we'd turn it into like a compound with one of y'all living there. Like we'd build houses and make it a compound, or both of y'all.
Oh.
I've always said that.
I would love that.
Give me this money.
That'll be fun.
It'd be good if I got more money, like, and I can add on to the land instead of just being 5 acres, and then it'd be really good for all of us. Like, build houses, we all live there, be our country home, because we'd all have money.
It goes back though. It goes like you could clear out the woods back there, and that'd be all you really have to do, right?
And it's cleared around our land. It's completely flat around our land.
I would build mine over there where the boats used to be, like cut off in a little. Yeah.
That'd be good over there.
Anyways, yeah, I would like to get engaged, and I've never really cared that much about buying a house. Like, that seems like, instead of it being a dream, it seems like a huge commitment. Like, you're gonna be here forever is what it feels like to me. Even though it doesn't have to be that, it just feels like a huge, like, commitment.
I mean, it is, but
I feel like for me, I kind of jumped off the porch early, so I'm just in the stage now where I'm just wanting to settle down. And then, like, when I think of, like, a house and land, there's so much stuff that I want to do with it. And, like, me and DJ talk all the time, like, our land would be so fun and, like, different things to do that we'd never want to leave. Like, have our own mini golf thing, have a mini farm, have a dirt bike track, a horse trail, pools, freaking, if we have enough money, like, bounce houses, and, like, a mini amusement park of your own of, like, what you want to do. And then, like she said, I've always wanted to have a compound, even, like, realistic. I mean, I'm not going to sell myself short at all. The land that we're buying is going to be more than 20 acres. So, like, Jenna would be down the way, Audra would be down the way, my mom would be down the way. And then, like, we could text each other and be like, okay, tomorrow at, like, 12 o'clock, we're all going to go horseback riding. Like, make sure you bring your horses and your goat carts and stuff, and we're going to go. Or, you know, let's meet at the pool tomorrow afternoon.
Well, I already have 5 acres. We can add 15. But the thing is, it's 5,000 an acre, so we'd have to. But money isn't a thing, so
That's not bad, is it?
Yeah, 5,000 an acre.
Recently, we've been having conversations about this whole thing, like with getting married and getting a house and stuff. And I feel like to him, it's more of a commitment to get married, and to me, it's more of a commitment to buy a house. But, like, we know we're going to do both of these things, but it's like, you get what I'm saying? It's like,
which one
and
first?
commitment isn't a problem for us. And I know which one's going to be first, and it's going to be getting married.
Period.
I want to get married before I do anything. I want to get married before I have a kid. But also, it depends on when that happens, because, like, I'm about to be 25 next year. And I already thought I was going to have a kid by now. So.
Yeah, me and DJ talk about all the time, like, I know my little sister, like, she looks out for me in the best way, so she's always asking, like, when are you going to marry my sister? Like, when are you going to marry my sister? And he always tells her every time, like, it's soon, it's coming soon, it's soon. And then, like, me knowing what I know, like, knowing DJ, I feel like I would know. And he's like, you're not going to know, you're never going to know, you're not going to figure it out. And I'm like, I feel like I would, though, because I have 2 stipulations. The first one is to make sure my nails are done, and I hardly ever have my nails done. So if you randomly on a Tuesday tell me to go get my nails done, I'm going to think about possibly getting married. Every time I get my nails done, I'm texting Jenna like, he might be proposing. And the second stipulation is I don't want it in public. Like, I don't want us to be in the middle of Walmart and you be like, "Do you want to marry me?" That was a terrible example. I know he wouldn't stoop that low and marry me in Walmart, but
that would piss me off. You know that little trend on TikTok that's like, this is how you. And it's like him pushing the ring to her, just like casually pushing it to her.
No, y'all, I have the most embarrassing story ever. Okay. So, one night, me and Teron were sitting here watching TV, and I see that my mom texted him. So I was just like, well, I mean, like, they send videos to each other back and forth all the time. But I noticed that they were also having a full-on conversation the day before while we were at the store. So it's the next day, they're talking again. So I'm like, what are y'all talking about? And he was like, he paused for a second, and then he said, you know, like, say yes to the dress type shit. And I've always been the type to want to be surprised. Like, I've always said, I don't want to know what's going on. Like, you know my ring size, you know what kind of ring I want to be surprised. I don't want to know anything. So he says that, and I'm like, I'm going to pretend like I didn't just hear that. I literally said it exactly like that. I was like, I'm going to pretend like I didn't just hear that. And then we went about our fucking days. So time goes on, and I literally, y'all, I'm making the TikTok where it's like, month 1 of my set of nails before I get engaged. So finally, too much time has gone by, and I was like, hey, have you been talking to my mom about proposing to me? And he was like, what are you talking about? No.
The TikTok was ready.
Yeah, the TikTok. Yeah, that was the most embarrassing part, I think. But the conversation with the say yes to the dress was my mom sending him videos about this girl that makes parodies about say yes to the dress episodes.
wow.
I'm gonna pretend to hear that.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. Oh my god. My heart.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm never gonna forget that. Like, even when I get proposed to, like, I'm gonna have to look back and think of that.
I can finally say yes to the dress.
Say yes to the dress type shit.
Does he know that? Does he know that you make TikTok?
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a cute little inside joke for y'all.
But I did get this promise ring during the same time as the TikTok was going on. But then once I got the promise ring, I was like, yeah, so no, for real right now. Which is honestly, like, so fine, because when I really think about it, I'm completely jumping the gun. Like, we've only, like, been back together officially since February. So it's like, girl, shut up. What are you doing?
But when you know,
it hasn't even been a year. Exactly.
But you loves you.
Exactly. And my Aunt Jan, like, my whole family loves him so much, which has always been, like, really important to me. And this past time I went down, my Aunt Jan, like, everybody was asking me if I was engaged because I never told anybody about the promise ring. And I told everybody what it was and was showing them and everything. And my Aunt Jane looked at me and was like, I just know you're going to get married. Like, I just know it. And I was like, because she never even acknowledged any other boy I ever talked about. And, like, same way with everybody else in my family. It's crazy.
People get mad at DJ because he hasn't asked me to be his wife yet. But, like, we've never really been in a rush. Like, the first couple years of us being together, we were just going through so much shit. Like, I wasn't expecting him to marry me. And honestly, I probably wouldn't have said yes back then anyway. So, like, I understand when he says he's wanting to wait for the right moment. But it's just like, now that we have a kid and our kid has your last name before me, like, I kind of want it. I need it.
I feel like the rate of success for that is really high, though. Because, like, we were best friends with somebody in high school that's parents were together before they were born, just like y'all were. but they didn't decide to get married until that guy was in high school. And then, like, they're just still together, living like nothing ever changed. Because I do understand the fear of, like, marrying somebody and then stuff changing afterwards because you haven't lived enough life with that person yet to, like, see how they deal with certain situations. So it's like there's always that fear that they're just going to change the second it happens because they feel comfortable enough.
Also, that's like kind of me and DJ talk about all the time. Like, that's the commitment of marriage too. Like, knowing that no matter what happens, that like we have each other's back. Now, I'm not saying like you're cheating on your significant other multiple times and you're just being abusive and stuff. That's a totally different thing. But like, of course they're gonna grow. Of course they're gonna change a little bit. Like, I would not expect you not to. Like, you're your own human being. But that's where the commitment comes in. Like, I'm still gonna love you regardless and be here with you. But I could see that how people are scared for that.
For sure. It was like,
Yeah.
I don't really know if I'm going to keep this in or not. So if y'all are hearing this, then period. But it was like, even with my other relationships, I would say that I wanted to get married because I knew that that's what I wanted. Like, I wanted to be a wife. I wanted to have a wedding. And I thought that that's just what you're supposed to do when you meet the person that you're supposed to be with. And like, I knew I was going to say yes and stuff, but I don't think I ever actually knew that like I would be happy every day, no matter what the situation was, with anybody. You know?
Yeah.
Because it's like,
Yeah.
I think a sign of knowing that that's in the stage of life, like if you're in the same situation as me, a sign of knowing that would be if you always feel like you want to spend time doing other things, like, I guess, watching TV, just like sitting on the couch watching TV every single weekend with my boyfriend makes me happy. And before, I felt like I had to go out and like I had FOMO with like other people, and like I felt like I needed to be in all these different situations and like I needed to run all over town doing whatever I wanted to do because I wasn't fulfilled just being at home. And I thought that was a me problem and me just being young. But literally, like, not even a year later, it was like a completely different
never had
mindset.
Yeah.
I've never had that problem.
What, FOMO?
Yeah, I was always ready to just rather sit at home and watch movies with my person, and like I didn't care if we went out.
That's me and DJ now, though.
Yeah.
I love, like, I always ask him, like, do you ever get tired of me? And he's like, no. And he's like, do you get tired of me? And I was like, no. Like, yes. I really don't. Like, don't get me wrong. Sometimes we do. Like, you ever hang out with that person too much, you just kind of give attitude with each other. It could get like that. Like, not
you need
yelling
to balance
at each other, but like, okay, I'm gonna go watch the TV in my room while you play the game. Like, we just need a break from each other, whatever. But I love being around him. Like, I'd rather be watching a movie with him or the smallest things. We both can be on our phone just crisscrossing feet. Like, like.
Yeah. I guess with me and like my personality and stuff, is just like I've never met one single person that can like entertain me like that. Like, you're just like funny and like everything you say, I like it. Like with friends, family, men, nobody. I've never met anybody like that before. So I guess that's why.
I was about to ask, does June fulfill that for you, though?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, before this, I felt like, I think that's why I always felt the need to, like, want to go out and party and stuff. Because, like, my ex didn't want to do that stuff. Like, he wanted me to stay home, and I was, like, unhappy.
Yeah.
For sure.
I strongly believe, like, when you find somebody, you know.
Oh, she knew. She knew off the bat.
Well, it just shows. Like, even for someone that's, like, you and Audrey are a lot more closer, so I'm sure she talks about, like, June with you. But, like, just for someone, like, being on the outside looking in, they genuinely look happy. Like, the connection between them is just, like, spark.
Everyone said, even her family was like, you look so much happier.
She does. You're, like, glowing. You just literally look like you're living life right now. And you could just tell, like, he definitely
Dude,
brought
like,
that
it's gonna
out of
be
you.
the story of my life. Actually, was this just turned into like a love episode about my boyfriend? It's so weird, but the story of my life will
Christmas.
literally be meeting him. Like, I'm gonna be that old couple with their kids. It's like, Mom, we know, like, St. Simon's, we know the story. Dang, I'm just gonna like, cause we like
I would be like,
already do that, even though it's just us. We'll be like, remember?
it's just gonna be funny. But I'm gonna be like, now don't forget my part of the story.
Yeah.
St. Simon's changed
It was
both
great.
of our lives.
Okay, do y'all have any more Christmas questions?
What is your favorite Christmas tradition that you do, or something you want to start? We did this for Thanksgiving, but I think I love Christmas.
Yeah, that's a good one because for me, I am a new mom, and growing up, we would always do the same thing. Like, we'd wake up early in the morning, my mom would make her coffee or whatever, and then we'd sit around the tree, you know, open the gifts, and then that morning we would like make a small cute breakfast and like watch Christmas movies and just like hang out for the day. Like, it's family day that time. So I kind of this year wanted to do the same thing, like wake up with Dakari and like open presents and then like cook a breakfast and just like hang out with family and stuff and not go too crazy, like
And
be in
watch
our
Stranger
pajamas
Things.
all day.
And
Yeah.
watch Stranger Things.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Stranger Things comes out on Christmas?
Yeah,
Christmas
the second
Eve?
half.
Oh, that's cool. I still didn't catch up, so like I'm not gonna be participating.
And the finale comes out on New Year's Eve.
Love that. I think this is something that I've thought very hard on. And I'm not, if you have any children watching this, turn it off.
Huh?
Okay?
What is it?
I'm gonna give you a few minutes. But I'm not gonna tell my kids I'm gonna tell my kid that Santa isn't real.
No, that's what we're doing with Dakari.
Because, like, why? It's literally crazy. Like, I've thought about this so much, I understand it. I think it's to, like, teach your kid to believe in the good, to teach your kid to have faith.
Right.
But I'm a Christian, so, like, my kid can have faith in Jesus. My kid does not need to have faith in Santa. But there's different sides to that. It's not just because, like, I understand, like, it's kind of sad, and it seems, like, negative that my kid's gonna miss out on Santa Claus. But it's like, what is the point in lying to your kid like that? Whenever they could be just as happy opening a gift that they know that I bought them.
Yeah, that's what me and DJ are doing. We're not gonna, like, of course we're gonna teach him like other kids believe in different things, so don't spoil it for the other kids.
That's a thing too.
But me and DJ have already been like, he's not gonna believe in a white man with a white beard lives in the North Pole. He comes, you know, you have to be good, or he's not gonna bring you any gifts. He's gonna give you coal. Like, I just feel that's kind of
He's
mean.
stalking
Like,
you.
that's kind of rude in a way.
Yeah.
So we said that we were gonna do like, mommy and daddy bought you all these gifts. You know, like, we're still gonna open gifts and we're still gonna do the Christmas thing, but Santa's not giving them to you. Mommy and daddy are giving these to you.
Exactly. It's like when you think about it, like why to do it and why not to do it, I can only think of one reason why. Well, I can think of two. Well, the first one is what I just talked about faith and like believing in magic and believing in the good and stuff. And I love that. That's all cool and stuff. But the second one is I feel like parents just use that as a way to get their kids to do what they want to do because they're not disciplining them enough themselves, which is like really weird.
Facts. Yeah.
It's like, go to bed or you're not going to get any Christmas presents.
No,
Yeah.
you know, okay, so I'm a nanny, obviously, and then my little cousins are bad as hell. I did that the other day. I was like, all right, you know, Santa's watching you. Y'all better hush and sit down at this car right now. Y'all want to get y'all's present. Because I ordered them some little shoes.
Yeah.
Which is your point.
Yeah, I did prove your point, but I mean, it's not because of me that they act so bad. It's because of their father. I love him to death, but he's a little more, gentle parenter than I would be.
Yeah. But yeah, I just can't think of a good enough reason to do it. Like, I know that I had fun as a kid, like, believing in Santa, because my mom went all the way out. like anything you could possibly think of. We had a fireplace and candle wax was dripped down, and she took one of my dad's boots and like made footprints in the fireplace. Like we were feeding the reindeer. We were doing all the things.
Your mom
But
always play out for
I
Christmas.
believed in Santa till I was 12 years old. And I cried my eyes out when she told me that Santa wasn't real. I don't want to do that to my kid.
Yeah, I
found out on the school bus.
I never really believed in him. Even when my mom told me, I was just kind of like,
I used to always try to
there's a white man stalking me right now because I'm not being good. Like, it doesn't sound right, Mom. And then I would wake up in the middle of the night and she's wrapping presents. So I kind of put two to two together. Or she wasn't that really good at hiding it. She was like, all right, you need to go to bed so Mommy and Grandma can do something. And I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like, night before Christmas? But yeah.
You know the little thing, like I was always the kid that would always want to try to sneak up and see if Santa was doing it. And you know how they have the Sandman, and it's like the Sandman's going to put sand in your eyes and make you go sleep. I was the kid that would always be awake, and then I'd be like, okay, the Sandman. But then there was one night I went in there and I seen she was putting the stuff in there, and I was like, and I dead ass remember her being like, the Sandman's gonna come get you now. It's so traumatizing.
It is. There's so much trauma behind it, really.
Yeah.
Because, like, there was times where I did catch my parents. Like, I never caught them putting the presents under the Christmas tree. But one time, I went into my shed, like, around Christmas time, and I found the box for my bike. Because they were just going to leave the bike out under the Christmas tree without the box. And, like, I would never say anything. Like, I would listen to kids say that it was real and stuff, but in my head, I was like, it's okay, it's still real, because I didn't want to grow up, which is, like, so sad. I was like, if I don't believe in Santa anymore, then I'm grown, and then I'm not a kid anymore. And I used to literally cry when I was a kid and about to go to bed, because I was like, I don't want to grow up. And I would be, like, 5 years old.
Oh.
I know, it's so weird.
That's so sad.
Why was I having those thoughts as a child?
There's one more tradition that I want to start doing. Because I saw it on TikTok and it's actually really, really cute. So they take those small fake Christmas trees that you get like Dollar Tree, and they put it in a basket, and then you and the kid like water the tree, and then you're like, when you wake up, your Christmas tree is gonna be all pretty and big, and then like when they go to sleep, you put up the Christmas tree, and then they wake up and the Christmas tree's grown.
Oh, that's cute.
So cute.
So I saw that and I was like, oh my god, I have to do that with Dakari, but we probably won't do it this year. Too young to not really understand. But I probably want to do that.
I love that. That's so cute.
Yeah.
Joanna's got one of those little Christmas trees too. I love that.
That's so cute. That's such a good idea. I was trying to think of a tradition I want to start. I used to just really love making ornaments. I feel like I made you sad when I was talking about how I didn't want to grow up. I saw your face and I about cried.
Really, me? No, I always look so depressed on these episodes. But anyway,
no, like, you know, you really got sad and it was really upsetting.
No. I'm fine. I haven't done it in a couple of years, but I know we said that we wanted to do it. I love decorating cookies for Christmas.
Yeah, we used to do that.
I love the Nutcracker is always the thing. I was the only kid that actually even ended up going to the Nutcracker this year. That's how much I love it. Or like Swan Lake, I love doing that. I love that your family does that for like us. Like, and but I want to start back doing the decorating the cookies. I don't even know.
But we really did the Christmas things, you know, like we brought our traditions into high school. Like we were so old. It was so cute. Like we had an Easter egg hunt when we were in high school for like money and stuff. And we made Christmas ornaments, all the things.
Yeah, the Christmas. We had all of our whole friend group involved in it. We even did a Valentine, like we did a whole family little Valentine's thing. Like people used to clown on us for doing something at every holiday, but now look what they're doing. Now look what everybody's doing.
They miss us.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying that obviously our friends, they're not doing nothing and they do miss it. But what I'm saying is now everybody else used to clown us because we would all be the only ones that would do something. Now they're doing it with their friends. I'm like, oh, I thought,
yeah. I was like blocking out the haters, I guess, because I had no idea that we were getting clowned on. But I was like, dude, there's literally nothing to do. Yeah. So like I will have an Earth Day party, okay? Because like, what else am I supposed to do?
Life is
Like-
what you make.
That's
For real.
I will celebrate anything. So let's make it rock. Let's make it rock. Yeah.
I love traditions though. Even not even for the holidays, just like small traditions, like because you get excited for that. You something you look forward to. DJ's family, like every year, the whole entire family gets together and we go on a trip, whether it's just Florida or a cruise or whatever it is. We all go to a trip every year, and I love that. And we should start one.
Yeah, we should. Whenever I get more money, I'm like, obviously, like, this year's not that year. But I love the tradition that people started doing, the angel tree stuff that is going around on social media. I love that that's maybe not my personal tradition, but that's what a tradition that people are starting to do and give back to people. I love that.
Well, that's been going on
I tried to find one.
Really?
Yeah, it has. It's just social media. So now they're trying to like I want to say people are doing it for views, but it's kind of like the thing of like, if you're gonna help a homeless person, why do you have to shove a camera on their face and let everyone know that? So I remember my mom used to do the angel tree thing when we were kids. She always used to give back, but like social media now is just like they have to prove to people that they're giving back to people. But I love that. Good. Some people don't have the means to do Christmas.
Yeah.
But when you brought it up on the phone, I tried to look it up and find one but apparently for my address, they do it by like different regions, and they didn't have one for where I lived. I should have went back and tried to do my mom's address, but they like apparently that's not a thing where I live. But this was like back when I was like trying to post on TikTok every day, and I thought about what you just said. I was like, I cannot, like, even though I'm struggling to find content every day, I'm not going to post this because then like it's not going to mean anything to me.
Yeah.
So I agree with that for sure.
Trying to sit here and think of traditions because I feel like all week I've been looking at stuff on social media and seeing like different cute little traditions. But like I feel like I won't really start a lot of traditions until like I am at the point in life like you are. Like I
feel like I'm starting a tradition this year with like because I've never so since I'm going to California for Christmas, I'm not able to go to my mom's like annual festivities for like the actual Christmas Day stuff. So everybody's coming to my house the weekend before. And I was going to do like the 12 games of Christmas, but that seems like a huge commitment. So I'm just going to like have a bunch of games, whatever we want to play, we're going to play. Which my Nana kind of started because we do the pajamas and games on Christmas Eve with her. But like I feel like I'm hosting Christmas because this is the only time that my immediate family is actually going to be together, and I'm like doing like the big games of Christmas. For like I haven't even told you this, but like when you get here, we're gonna like draw names, and everybody's gonna be on teams for like all the games we play, and then we're gonna like keep score about who wins, and then there'll be like a team at the end of the weekend of like who wins the games.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
I'll say, hey, yeah, guys, I'm going to see her this weekend. Or now when you see this, it'll be the last weekend, this past weekend.
Yeah. I seen someone on TikTok do y'all watch Montana and Ryan? They're a couple.
Really bad with names. I might have to look it up.
I couldn't find my phone. Not me getting a notification about my little cousin at, I think it dresses the Grinch tomorrow and wear green. Period.
I've seen them before, but I never followed them.
Well, he made her his own advocate calendar for her. So like every day she would open it up and it'd be a little gift. And I love that too. Like, and if I had the money and the means to do so, like I would do that for DJ. I would love to do that. I think I'm just a giver, so I love giving people stuff. So Christmas is my favorite time of the year, so it gives me an excuse to spend money and give
Christmas
to
and
people.
Valentine's.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like my favorite Christmas was when I got my first job and I finally got to buy every single person in my family a Christmas gift, like cousins, aunts, uncles. That was like the best.
It was. It's such a good feeling to see their face because it's one thing to be given a gift, but like being able to spend money and like give back to that person and like seeing their face light up because it's like, oh my God, like you thought about me, like you knew I really needed this or really liked it or talked about it, and like I just love that feeling to be able to give to people, especially my
Wait, I
close
have a
family.
question.
Mm-hmm.
What is your favorite Christmas gift you've ever received and your favorite Christmas gift you've ever given?
It's a hard question.
My favorite gift I received. I sound kind of bougie for this, but DJ bought me a Michael Kors purse and 2 pairs of Michael Kors shoes and a wallet.
I love
and
that.
Oh, it was really cute.
I can't remember anything I've gotten now since you asked me that question.
Yeah, I don't know that answer for me, but I know the second one.
The favorite gift I've given. Hold on, because
I feel like yours is the ancestry thing for your mom.
Yeah.
Because that's what all I'm thinking of. I was thinking of your answer, and now I can't think of mine. I'm like blanking. I always try to give people like thoughtful gifts. I know one that I wanted to get, and I haven't gave it to them yet. I haven't even ordered it. I wanted to give it to them. I might not even. It might be after Christmas before I give them to them. But I love giving meaningful gifts, and I have an idea. Christmas kind of snuck up on me this year. I wanted to give it to them last year too, then I forgot. But so like everyone that's lost somebody in my family, I wanted to give them a blanket, but with that person's face on it. Like you can put a picture and give them a blanket like that.
That's so cute.
I really wanted to do that for grandma, because my grandma sits there on the couch with her blanket all the time under in the living room, and I wanted to get one for her sister.
I really want to get something for my
That'll be
mom
perfect.
this year, but it's a little pricey. But it's basically the same thing, but it's not a blanket. It's an actual painting. The lady literally, you submit like the picture of what you want to use with the family, and then you can submit another picture of the person, the loved one that died, passed away, better term. And I really want to give that to her, like her mom and her dad and like us together. But I would have to like, I would not get in here in time. I might have to do that like for her birthday or something.
Those TikToks always make me cry, the people opening those up. They're always on my page because I always watch them.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily my favorite gift I've given, because obviously I like to give people like meaningful gifts, like stuff like I just said. But I remember when I did get money, like when I first started working on the road, I was still talking to my sister's kids, and I would FaceTime them and I'd get to see their faces for everything I got them. But that same year I bought my sister a Michael Kors purse and my grandma a Michael Kors wallet, and just getting to see their faces and me getting to spend money on them like that just made me so happy.
Yeah.
My mama got jealous I didn't get her Michael Kors nothing.
That's what I'm really excited about, like for the Christmases to come, is like knowing that I'm gonna give my family like some bougie stuff.
Yeah.
But to answer the question, I would say my favorite gifts that I've received has always been, because me and my mom and my sister and my grandma always go Christmas shopping together every single year. It's like one of our favorite parts of Christmas. And like I see stuff and I like it, but as I've gotten older, they'll just buy stuff right in front of me. Like, I'm going to wrap this and put this under the tree for you. But every year there's like this one thing that I really want, but I don't want to ask for it. And it just pops up. And I think that's so sweet that like they're like paying attention to what I want and then they get it. So like every year there's always something that like pulls at my heartstrings, even though we're going shopping together, but like you saw me looking at it and remembered that I wanted it and stuff.
Right.
But
yeah.
My favorite gift that I've given is when Jenna was talking about that I got into Ancestry.com, and my mom is super into Anne Boleyn, which is like an old British queen, like we're talking like 1500s type stuff. She's had this weird obsession with her my entire life because she's like really into British history and stuff, but specifically Anne Boleyn is her favorite old monarch. So I got into Ancestry.com. I went all the way back to that time because it just so happened that I could trace our ancestry all the way back to the Boleyn family that this woman has been obsessed with since she was literally 12 years old. She's had like this
Wow.
weird connection, she says, to this family. And we're related through her sister, Mary Boleyn. We like have the same line as them. And I was able to like print out all the pictures, all the proof, all the articles. I was doing research for like 2-3 months. And I was able to print it out and tell her that she's related to this woman that she's been obsessed with her whole entire life.
That's so crazy. That's a full circle moment right there.
Yeah.
That was so
It's crazy. It's
thoughtful.
like the best gift that I could ever give her, because at the time, like, I didn't know that. Like, I knew she would appreciate it and find it cool either way. But then finding that out, I was literally like screaming at my computer at like 3 o'clock in the morning finding this out, because it was like, it was really fun for me too to like do all the research and stuff. It was crazy. I would say like
love
her
that.
boyfriend was like looking at me like, damn,
How
this is like the
all of
best thing that you could do.
Yeah.
I loved it when we had that account too, because I'd go back and look at my family, and then now my Aunt Valerie wants us to go to a class where we do all the lineage stuff. So, but
It was such a high. Like, I thought I was going to become a genealogist after that and do that for like a living, because like I've never been that like holy shit in my life. Honestly, I think that was the craziest thing that ever happened to me. But there's no topping that. Like, I've already given the best Christmas gift I could ever give anybody.
Yeah.
I still don't know. I mean, I guess I could say like when I bought DJ, it was, I've got 2 boxes and I slit the sides open. So when it was like a big box, and when you open the top, the sides would fall down, and then it'd be pictures. And then when you open the smaller box, it'd fall out, and then you just kept going. And then in the middle, it was like this diamond tennis bracelet that I bought him. And we still have it, like the box and everything. But that's, I mean, I guess I could say.
It was so cute. Like, when I seen that, I was like, because I was with somebody at that point, so I was like, damn, I should have done that. Like, that was so cute.
I was like, you could still, yeah.
But
I feel like just like being on Snapchat for so long, like you being on my Snapchat for years, I've seen you do so much cute stuff like that for him.
I love doing stuff like that. Even like Valentine's Day, I'll make him a basket. His birthday, I'll make him like a little basket. Anniversary, like any chance I get that I can give back to him in small ways, I will. Like, I just love giving people stuff. I love making stuff for people.
I remember when you were having a bad day, and that was, yes, you were having a bad day, and
Me
it wasn't
I never have bad days.
Never me. But and I don't remember what you were upset about, but I just went to the store and I come back and I give you the Midnight Sun book and
Oh my
a
god,
candle.
no. That was probably the best gift I ever received, Jenna, because what happened is I just got my wisdom teeth taken out. And this was like during the time of like my extreme FOMO, and I was never happy just being at the house. But this time I was like for real down bad because I just got my wisdom teeth taken out, and like all my other friends were having this huge party, and like I wanted to go so bad. But Jenna stayed with me and she brought me like Midnight Sun, which is like my literal heart and soul. Like, I was like a huge Twilight fan, and this book came out and I didn't have it yet, and she bought it for me. And so like I got my wisdom teeth taken out and I was able to like read the book and stuff. It was so sweet.
I love that.
And then I got you because your mom got you the record player for Christmas, and then I got you the Taylor Swift album that you wanted that year too. And it was so hard for me to not tell you about that.
I almost said that as my best gift I've ever gotten too, because it actually wasn't my mama, it was Josh. So Josh, what are you talking about?
Because
did I do that?
That was the best gift too, and I was like, all right, me run first and second runner up. But it was Josh because he's the one that got that.
No, Josh gave me that record player, and it was like one of the first or second years that my mama and Josh had been together. And like I didn't think he really knew me that well, but he got me this like pale pink record player. It was really a vibe. But he got me a Tupac record to go with it. We can wrap it up if y'all want to, unless y'all have any other questions.
I feel like I'm gonna remember the best gift I've received or given. I mean, I feel like I really love that one, but received, I feel like I'm gonna remember that like way later. I'm like, well, I should have said that. But anyway, there was a story when I was a kid, and I couldn't think of like anything I really wanted besides like I think it was like a CD player so I can listen to like Jonas Brothers and Taylor Swift and Selena Gomez, and also then at the end of the list I was like a lemon because I really liked lemonade and lemons back then. They dead ass my grandma and my grandpa put a lemon in a sock, like clean socks, obviously. They bought me a pack of socks and put a lemon in there, and it was so funny because they were like, actually, was like, oh, this little girl wanted a lemon.
The poor girl. Out of all
Well, there
things,
you
she wants a
go.
lemon.
That's obviously your answer.
When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade.
Alrighty, folks. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of That Sounds Like a Podcast. We love you.
My Rick Rummel.
Merry Christmas from That Sounds Like a Podcast.
And a Happy New Year.
We hope you get everything you've ever wanted this year, 2025, and a Happy New Year for 2026. May
I know
God
that's right.
and your family. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen, sister.
Are we doing that? Are we keeping that?
Yeah.
I think we should.
I think
Okay.
so.
Alright. Love you guys. Have fun selling candles.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.